All right. Hey y'all. I'm back. Okay. I'm whispering like this because, we're chilling with Bambino and he's sleeping and we don't want to wake him up, because if he wakes up, then we're going to end the live and we're going to have to come back another time and we never know when that is. Holy Spirit, we thank you for your divine presence. Thank you for clearing out all the negative energies in this space. And thank you that only the highest will of God for humanity and for myself prevails. All right, so let's just y'all, I ain't saying nothing. I'm whispering because you almost woke up. All right, you got the hanged man, you got death. We got the Three of Pentacles. We've got Four of Wands. Well, if this looks like the Golden Girls, it's no coincidence. It's because it is the Golden Girls. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've got the Eight of Swords. So we've got the Hanged Man. We've got Death. We've got Three of Pentacles. We've got Four of Wands. We've got the King of Pentacles. We've got Eight of Swords. All right. So this time around, I didn't go with any pre-received message from the guides. I am literally just going in here and allowing the guides to just lead me with the cards. All right. So the energy that's coming through here is Yal is trying to wake up. Yal is trying to wake up. So you have gone through a few cycles, if we should put it that way, in your life. All right. Cycles of setbacks. Okay. A lot of things that you had, things that you were building, things that you were doing, relationships, perhaps, things coming to an end. Okay. And through that whole process, you learned a lot. All right. You grew a lot. Okay. You changed a lot. All right. This is why I end up, holding him when I do these things, even if he's sleeping, because at least then he sleeps nicely and peacefully to the most part when I'm holding him, but as soon as I put him down, then it's like the slightest sound, then he's gonna wake up. Okay, so if he wakes up, we'll see if I'll be able to continue while holding him. If all else fails, we will continue with the reading another time. So you know how they be doing. You know how they be doing. Here in South Africa, it's midnight right now. So this be what be happening at around this time of the night. With them bambinos. All right, so let's see. Okay. Yeah, so you've grown, you've learned a lot, right? I mean, you went through phases of serious anxiety, okay? Serious anxiety, sleepless nights. You, with the Hanged Man here and the Eight of Swords here, you really found yourself feeling very, you felt stuck, okay? You felt like you were stuck in some kind of a loop, stuck in a repetitive cycle, stuck in a bad dream. Maybe sometimes it felt like that. All right, and then the guides are showing here that things are changing. Okay, things are changing for you because we've got this Three of Pentacles here, and then we've got the Four of Wands. We also have the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this whole time, as you were going through this, whatever it is that you were going through, there was something also happening behind the scenes where you were becoming empowered. All right, you were becoming empowered, you were becoming enlightened. All right, you were receiving divine inspiration, you were being equipped, you were going through some kind of a training ground, some kind of a training process. All right, you were going through a preparation process. All right, and whatever it is that the guides were doing with you behind the scenes is about to come to light now. That's what the guides are showing. All right, so you are about to bloom, to blossom, you are about to flourish, you are about to shine brilliantly and radiantly. You are about to go through a glow up phase, as people say. You are about to experience, I don't know how to describe the image that's coming through, but it's like, it's almost as if someone is having a spotlight, but this is not, a spotlight coming from a spotlight. It's a spotlight that's sort of like coming from something that is natural, almost like the sun, but this doesn't look like the sun. It looks like it's almost as if life itself is shining a spotlight on you, something like that. All right, and you are about, after, look at this, on one minute you are standing upside down, the next minute you are standing on firm ground. All right, and you are about to experience, you are about to be established. Okay, you are about to experience security in your life, and you are about to be wrapped in love, enfolded by love, supported, okay, by people in your life. All right, and so if you've had people in your life that were not really, good people, and they were not contributing the right way, the guides are bringing in the right people to do or to contribute the right way into your life. All right, safe, stable, solid, durable, long lasting security, stability. Okay, I like this the number 4, which means basically across the board, on all areas, in all areas of your life, you know, love, relationships, career, you know, your personal journey, your health. Things are about to just flourish and to literally come into alignment. All right, you've come full circle. All right, you are about to be crowned as the King of Pentacles. All right, so one of the things that was happening with this setbacks that you have suffered in your life is that what the guides were doing, they were building in you, okay, the kind of resilience and the kind of strong foundation that is required to go to the levels that you're about to go into. Okay, they were refining you, they were setting you up, okay, for something stable, something solid, something long lasting. All right, some of you will definitely you know, come into that relationship with a healthy man who is financially well off as well. Right, but for many of you, you are going to be that King of Pentacles. You're going to be that person that is going to be so stable, so solid, so independent financially, and yet so grounded. All right, so this is the beautiful thing that the guides are about to do in your life. Let's see what else the guides want us to know. You know, when you were going through this difficult phase, when you were going through these challenges, many a times when people are going through, especially when it comes to ending of cycles, you know, that with the death card, a lot of times when people are going through this, it definitely feels like the end of the world, isn't it? It feels like you'll never recover from whatever it is that you're dealing with, from those setbacks. It feels like this is it. All right. And yet the guides will always be busy doing something behind the scenes, hard at work, setting you up for where you are really supposed to be, because many a times the things that end in our lives have to do with the journeys that we are on, that we are not supposed to be on, walking towards destinations that we have no business walking towards. You could have been in a relationship that was unhealthy for you, but you had no guts, you had no resources, you had nothing, you know, no tools to leave that. You had no desire whatsoever to leave that type of a relationship. You wanted to stay in that relationship because you know, you were afraid of what it would mean for you to lose that person. You could have been in a dead-end job, you could have been in, you know, situations in your life, you know, friendships and associations and things where maybe those things were one-sided and they were just not really yielding any benefit into your life. But you did not have the gut to let them go because of what it would mean for you to be without those things. And life had to come in and remove those things from you. And that's what the death cycle is all about. When things are removed from our lives, things that no longer serve us, and you know, they get destroyed. And many a times when the destruction comes, it looks like it's a horrible thing that is happening. You understand? And when the destruction comes, you know, it feels very disastrous. But those endings need to occur, and many a times it happens, you know, the fallouts are bad, and the reason for that is because usually the guys don't want you to go back there. They want you to burn the bridge, and many a times it's the guys that are actually literally burning those bridges for you by causing those fallouts to be that bad, so that you never ever return to where you came from. All right, that's what the ending of cycles is all about. Look at that, we've got death again. All right, the end of cycles. You went through this end of cycles. All right, Only so that you can step out again into the sun. You know, death is also about, you know, withdrawal, you know, because when a person dies, the process is, you know, you go through a burial. Life buries you through the death card, all right? So that you can once again, as you are going through that death process, you are sprouting there because you are a seed that is being planted into that soil, all right, that spiritual soil. And now what happens is you are sprouting and you are, you know, growing roots. You are becoming established there underneath the soil where no one sees. And then eventually you come out of the soil, from underneath the soil, and you are this beautiful plant, and you are coming out into the sun. All right. You are coming into the sun with the King of Wands here. This is a fiery sign. All right. And so you are coming out. All of a sudden it looks like you are an overnight success, because all of a sudden now you are excelling with whatever it is that you are doing. All of a sudden you are doing so well with whatever it is that you know, you are busy with in your life. All of a sudden things are working out for you, and it's like, why is it that all of a sudden things are working out? People don't understand that you went through a death process. You were buried by life, and you learned very difficult lessons behind the scenes when no one else was there, in the darkness. You know, when you were having sleepless nights, when you were hanging upside down, dealing with very awkward situations alone. People were not there, they did not see it, and they did not witness it. All that they're witnessing is your moment in the sun when you are emerging as the King of Wands, excelling with whatever it is that you are doing, shining radiantly, doing well for yourself. All of a sudden it's like, you are an overnight success. No, you are not an overnight success. You are the success that the guides have been building behind the scenes this whole time. Ace of Wands, do you see that? So you are stepping into this new path, this new journey, this new leaf, all right, where you are literally experiencing success like you've never experienced it before, success that you have never known before, all right. You are divine inspiration, you know, you are now being inspired. You are now, you are tapping into a paradigm that you previously, you know, had no access to. You previously did not even know that it existed. Okay. Page of Swords. Many of you will be receiving news, good news. Okay. Many of you will even receive prophecies over and above this particular reading. People will be coming to you and telling you, you know, all these amazing things that God is about to do in your life, the guides are doing in your life. People will be coming, people in your life will be speaking positively about you, okay, favorably about you. People generally everywhere, they'll be having your name in your mouth. Keep my wife's name out your mouth. They're gonna be having your name in their mouths, but they're gonna be saying good things because they're gonna be surprised. How did she do it? How did this happen? How did he do it? How did this happen? How did he come out of that cycle? All right, it's a miracle. No, it's not a miracle. This is life. This is what the guides do. This is what God does. Okay. By the Nine of Wands. All right. Let me see what this. This looks like some kind of a profile of sorts of a person. Okay. But with the Nine of Wands here, you have come out of this whole situation. You have emerged very clearly defined. You know who you are. You know what you are all about. You know what you stand for. You know what this is what was happening behind the scenes that no one else was seeing. You know where you are going. You understand. You know yourself now. You are very clear about who you are, your boundaries, everything. What do you prefer? What you don't prefer? This is what you were doing behind the scenes. This is what the guides were doing through you. Okay. So this is beautiful. All right. This is amazing. This is what the guides are about to do in your life. Okay. They, it feels, when I say they are about to do, it's almost as if you are about to start the process, but no, not really. This is actually the end of a very difficult phase of your life and the beginning of a very happy phase of your life. That's what this is. This is the beginning of the new leaf of, your sunshine has come. There's no more rain. Okay. No more storms. Your sunshine has come. This is your season of the sun. All right. Your season of the King of Wands. No one represents the sun better than the King of Wands. If it's not the King of Wands, it would be strength. The strength card. All right. But you are there. You are there. Your sunshine has come. There's no more rain in your skies. All right. Your sunshine has come. There's no more rain in your skies. All right. Let's see what else the guides want you to know. Okay, because unintentionally, I just tapped into the energy to see what the guides want you to know. And I thought they were going to give me some kind of a love reading. You know what I'm saying? I thought they were going to give me a love reading. But they're not. So I'm going with what they are giving me. All right. I'm looking for... Okay, let's do this angel collection. I was looking for some, a deck for some inspiration in closing, to see if the guides will give us anything to inspire us as we end the reading. See if there's any special message from the guides. Okay, so we've got angel number 777. Call upon Chamuel for relationship help and healing, for she is the angel who teaches about pure unconditional love and forgiveness. She connects with you through the number 777, auras of pink light, pink flowers, hearts, and rose quartz. All right, so once again, this is your sunshine. Okay, so you are about to experience a whole lot of love in your life. You are about to be enfolded by love. Okay, because the sunshine has come and there's no more rain in your skies. All those gloomy people, angel Chamuel has been released, to surround you with love and to make sure that you've got the right kind of people in your life who will love you the right way. Okay. Then we've got a baby may suddenly shift her gaze and spontaneously smile, the sweetest smile on earth. The little one somehow knows she is blessed with an angel's presence. All right. I definitely know that, with my little one here, it definitely does feel like I'm with a spiritual being. I'm with an angel. You understand? That's why I feel so inspired to do this kind of things, because definitely every day of my life with my little one, it feels like It feels like I'm having a spiritual experience. I cannot explain it, but anyway, those who have babies, children, no, those that are not dealing with the other issues that some people find themselves dealing with when it comes to babies, those other challenges. So if you are not having those challenges, you might actually find yourself sometimes, even if you are having those challenges, but you might find that even despite those challenges, the high frequency nature of a baby still seeps through, and you are able to feel the connection to the higher forces through the baby. So anyway, the guides are reminding us here that babies are definitely angels. All right, they are our little angels. This is the purest form of human energy you will ever come across when it comes to babies. Okay. So if you have any right now, enjoy that, because that's a visitation from the higher powers. We've got, you may not have known what your spirit animal is, but he knows who you are and what you need. When he appears, you feel connection. There is no doubt. Okay. So some of you, your spirit animal, you might find yourself meeting your spirit animal or connecting with your spirit animal in this new season of your life. You might find yourself also connecting to babies, to connecting to children, connecting to pure energies, basically. You understand? Because and just feeling connected. There's a lot of connection that you will find yourself feeling during this phase. All right. And this is because it's that season of the sun for you. Okay, it's the season of sunshine. You this in this season you will feel a lot of, you'll have more days when you feel reinvigorated or invigorated, revitalized, rejuvenated more often than not. You understand? You're going to feel the good feelings more often than not. You're going to feel the support more often than not. All right. And you're going to come across people, things, and experiences that are more beneficial than not in this season of your life. All right. So this is going to be a very, very warm season in your life. All right. And the strongest marker of this season for you is going to be number one, love. You're going to feel a lot of love. You're going to feel so loved that it's going to feel like the love is oozing out of you, not because it's just coming from you, but it's because it's like someone is pouring so much love onto you. Like I'm getting an image of, it's like the sun is pouring, you know, liquid light or whatever it is that they call it into you, and it's filling you up so much that it's overflowing out of you. And because it's overflowing out of you, now you feel so much love within you for, people and things in your life. Like you just have so much love within you because you are receiving so much love. All right, that's the energy that's coming through. You're gonna feel connected. That's number two. So you're gonna feel loved. You're gonna feel so much love. You're gonna feel connected. All right, you're gonna feel connected to people. You're gonna feel connected to things. You're gonna feel connected to life. You're gonna feel like there's so much meaning to everything that you are dealing with. All right. Then number three, you're going to feel energized. Okay, you're going to feel a lot of energy. You're going to be, inspired in many ways. You're going to find yourself doing a lot of things that you could have previously struggled to do, and you're going to find that it's easier to do those things. Strange enough, it's going to be easier to do things. You're going to have a lot of the required resources, strength, everything that you need to be able to do those things. You're going to find yourself doing that. And finally, number four, you're going to experience a lot of happiness. Okay, you're going to feel a lot of joy, a lot of peace, a lot of good feelings, positive feelings, optimism. You're gonna feel, it's gonna feel like, a nice good summer's day. Kind of, I don't know if you've ever experienced a nice good summer's day. In this world, sometimes it's like, yeah, some things are very hard to come by, things which are very basic. But yeah, a very good summer's day, feeling warm, feeling fun, a nice day at the beach, something. It's gonna feel a little bit like that, but I don't know if that's the best way to describe it, but that's pretty much this phase that you are entering into now. Okay, it's just good vibes. It's gonna have a lot of good vibes, and this is not some superficial good vibes type of a thing that you're going to be going through. It's going to be the kind of good vibes that are coming from, a foundation that has been established, which is solid. You understand? Which is firm, which is healthy, an established foundation of solidity. You understand? That's the journey. So whatever it is that you're going to be enjoying, it's not going to be some fake, surface level stuff. No, it's going to be genuine things. Your laugh is going to be, some celebrity the other day was saying, you know, what did they what were they saying? They were trying to describe a heartfelt laughter, but then they used a very interesting word. It's like is it a girdly, some kind of a, it's not a giddy laughter. I forgot what word they used to describe that laughter, but it's sort of like a laughter that is coming from deep in the belly, right? So that's the kind of laughter that you're going to be having. When you are laughing, it's not going to be like you're laughing because it's no, you've gone through your process. You've had your hanged man phase. You understand? So you went through a death and rebirth process. Okay, so that's why when these things are about to, when these things begin to happen in your life, you're going to have the capacity, because that's what you would have been building over this past few years when you're going through your death and rebirth cycles. You're building capacity to handle high vibrational frequencies, to handle joy, to handle peace, to handle happiness, to handle fulfillment, to handle answered prayers, to handle when things are going right. Because, the conditioning of the soul, to the most part, teaches you how to panic, how to, deal with disastrous situations, basically emergencies and all of that, but really does it equip you to deal with good things, how to be happy, when things are going wonderful. So this is the capacity that you've been building all this time. You've been going through your healing processes, you've been going through your journey, right? And so now beautiful things are happening. You are emerging here as a powerful force, as the King of Wands. All right, so you are in charge, you are in command of your own emotions, of your own journey, of your own life, of your own inspiration, your own dreams and goals, and life is supporting you in that regard as well. All right, so that's all I have to say, to share with you for today. Let's see what you said here in the chat. Okay, hello to you. Hello, hello. Yes, yes, go ahead and claim it. It's all yours. And yeah, let me know how it goes. I wish you all the best. This is such a beautiful, beautiful message from the guides. I really love it when they take over like this. So definitely, it's a beautiful season that is emerging right now in your life. All right, thank you so much for this. If I still have a little bit of energy, I might come back after a few minutes. Okay, because I don't know why I'm feeling like doing all this, readings today. I don't know why, so don't ask me. So if I have a little bit of energy, I'll come back again. But if I don't, I'll just go back to sleep. But yeah, thank you so much for spending time with me. Until next time, goodbye.